Wendy Williams' attorney livid over leaked medical diagnosis. Wendy Williams, the former daytime talk show queen whose name has long been synonymous with bold commentary and unfiltered celebrity gossip, has found herself at the center of a deeply personal controversy. In recent weeks, a shocking leak regarding her private medical condition has sparked outrage, not only from her loyal fan base, but also from her legal team. Her attorney has come forward with fiery statements, expressing fury over the breach of confidentiality and calling for immediate accountability from those responsible for exposing such sensitive information. The revelation has brought an intense spotlight back onto Williams, a figure whose health struggles have been the subject of widespread speculation for years. While the former talk show host has occasionally chosen to speak publicly about certain aspects of her well-being, she has been notably protective of her most personal medical details. This latest incident has not only violated her privacy but has also raised questions about ethics, the limits of public curiosity, and the ways in which high-profile individuals navigate the fragile balance between public life and personal dignity. A breach that crossed the line. According to Williams' legal team, the leaked diagnosis was never intended to be public knowledge. Her attorney's statement made it clear, this was not a sanctioned disclosure, nor was it a calculated move to control her public narrative. Instead, it was described as an unauthorized and unconscionable invasion of her rights, one that has caused significant emotional distress. The statement did not name the individuals or organizations believed to be behind the leak, but the attorney hinted at possible legal consequences. Words like malicious, reckless, and unethical were used to describe the conduct of those responsible. For Williams' supporters, the outrage resonated instantly. Many expressed frustration that a woman who has already endured immense personal challenges should now have her most private vulnerabilities dissected in public without her consent. Her lawyer's fury wasn't just about the fact of the leak, it was about the implications. Medical records are among the most protected categories of personal information under privacy laws. The unauthorized disclosure of such data is not only morally questionable but could potentially violate federal and state statutes. The emotional toll on Wendy Williams. For years, Williams has been a public figure whose personal and professional life often blurred together in the eyes of the media. From her triumphant rise in radio to her reign over daytime television, and later to her on-air absence amid health and personal challenges, Williams has experienced both adulation and intense scrutiny. Behind the glamorous facade, however, the talk show host has contended with a series of health concerns. While she has occasionally offered glimpses into her struggles, acknowledging past battles with addiction, complications from Graves' disease, and lymphedema, there has always been a clear boundary she sought to maintain. This leak, her attorney stressed, has pierced that boundary entirely. Friends close to Williams have reportedly expressed concern that the unwanted exposure could exacerbate her already fragile health. Being forced to confront and publicly process deeply personal medical information could create a heightened sense of stress, potentially undermining her recovery efforts. Public figures and the illusion of open access. The Wendy Williams case has reignited a broader debate about privacy rights for celebrities. In the social media age, the line between the personal and the public is thinner than ever. Many fans believe they know the stars they follow, not just because of interviews and press coverage, but through curated glimpses into their lives on Instagram, TikTok, and other platforms. Yet this perceived intimacy can create unrealistic expectations. Public figures are not public property. They are entitled to control what they share, particularly when it involves sensitive health matters. The attorney's outrage underscores that point, framing the leak not as a moment of transparency but as a targeted violation. Privacy advocates note that even in the entertainment industry, where image and personal branding often rely on public disclosure, boundaries must be respected. Leaks of confidential health information erode not only individual dignity but also the trust between professionals and media, healthcare, and law. The legal path ahead. Williams' attorney has hinted at exploring all available legal remedies to address the breach. If the leak originated from within a healthcare setting, there could be serious consequences under medical privacy laws. Civil lawsuits, professional sanctions, and even criminal charges could be on the table depending on how the information was obtained and disseminated. Legal experts observing the situation have pointed out that proving the origin of such a leak can be challenging. In many cases, unauthorized disclosures are the result of multiple points of vulnerability: employees with access to confidential files, intermediaries who may pass along information for profit, and gossip outlets willing to publish unverified claims. The attorney's challenge will be tracing the leak back to its source and demonstrating both the intent and the harm caused. If the legal team is successful, the case could set a precedent for how celebrity medical privacy violations are handled in the digital era. Wendy Williams' long road through public scrutiny. This is not the first time Williams' health has been a topic of media attention. In her final seasons hosting the Wendy Williams Show, extended absences led to rampant speculation. Rumors swirled online, fueled by vague statements from her team and substitute hosts filling her seat. Eventually, she acknowledged certain health issues, but the lack of specific details left a vacuum that gossip columns were eager to fill. Over time, that vacuum was filled with half-truths, anonymous tips, and sensationalized accounts, some of which may have contained kernels of truth, but many of which Williams and her family disputed. This cycle of speculation made her a frequent target of tabloids, eroding her ability to control her narrative. The recent leak, however, has taken the issue to a new level. Unlike rumors or paparazzi snapshots, this involves concrete, documented medical information, something far more invasive than the typical celebrity gossip mill. Fans rally in support. In the wake of the attorney's statement, social media has been flooded with messages of support for Williams. Many fans have expressed sympathy and condemned those responsible for the leak. Hashtags calling for privacy and respect for Williams' dignity have begun circulating, signaling a shift in public sentiment. Interestingly, even some media personalities who have clashed with Williams in the past have come to her defense. They acknowledge that while Wendy herself has made a career out of discussing other people's business, there is a fundamental difference between public commentary and the theft of confidential health records. This outpouring of support could serve as an emotional lifeline for Williams, who, according to those close to her, has been feeling the weight of the situation heavily. The human side of the scandal. At its core, this controversy is not just about a celebrity, it's about a human being.